Oh,
fuzzy
interesting.
in my view, at least. It
Yeah,
seems
and in my
to.
view, once you went live, you got a little fuzzy.
Dang. Riverside is a high bandwidth sucking platform, that's for sure.
Facts.
Let me check, make sure we are actually live, and then we can go. Oh, all right. This is official. We're live. Let's do it. So, welcome,
Okay.
welcome. If you're watching us, this is week 2 where Erin and I just go on live. We talk, we build, we talk about what we're working on with AI, and we're solving any problems that we run into. And something that the two of us have been working on these last few days is really testing the limits to see how much independence and how proactive my AI can actually be for me in terms of going out there and just making money, right? So, the prompt that I gave my AI, at least, and you can share your experience too, is I told it, I have a mission for you. I want you to make money. Do whatever it takes, utilize whatever tools you have access to. If you need any additional tools, let me know. I'll give you access to it. Don't bother me and just go out there, be proactive, do what you got to do, and just figure out how to make your first dollar. And there's been some problems that I've run into along the way, and I'll talk about that um, as I break it down. But that's ultimately the prompt I gave it. And then the experiment is just how long will it take? What actions will it take? And yeah, you apparently have had pretty fast success. Why don't you talk about your experience as well?
Yeah. So for your the for the people, uh, we had we had our a weekly call. What are we on? Today's Friday. We had a weekly call on Tuesday. There's a few of us in it. Anyway, Tiffany had shared that she did this experiment, and this is what she's doing. And I was like, that is so cool. What a great idea. I'm gonna do that too. So yeah. So now everybody's got the backstory, right? Um, what I did was I created a prompt. I went through probably 6 iterations before I got it to work. What kept happening, and I don't know if this happened with you or if you just did yours right from the bat, but what started happening was, using, I'm doing most of my stuff in Cloud Code. And so it immediately, when I was like, hey, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out, make money. You're on your own. I'm not going to help you. I will help you set up credentials when needed, but you need to figure out how to do it. You need to make your first dollar, um, this and that.
Earn
Well,
your
it
keep,
immediately
right?
started working. Huh?
Earn your keep. Pay for your token usage. Pay for your
Right?
subscription.
So much. So, yeah. Um, so what kept happening in the first few iterations was it connected to my normal brain, Ridge, right? And started taking my all of my stuff, and it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make money with this underwriting, this and this and this and this and this. I was like, no, 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 no. You need to leave my stuff alone. Um, so what I ended up having to do was isolate it completely from Ridge. So it doesn't have access to the brain, doesn't have access to those credentials or any of that knowledge base. Then I was able to actually make some progress, and I used chat to help me create the initial prompt to get it to do what I wanted it to do. But yeah, it was probably the fifth or sixth version of the working prompt or prompt packet that I ended up running with. And yeah, it took him 28 hours. Um, and he made his first dollar, made his first sale, or its first sale. So
Isn't that
it was
crazy?
pretty exciting. It
And
was
then
very exciting. I couldn't
what
tell
was the
enough people
message?
fast enough.
What was the message it
What was
gave
that?
you at the end of after it succeeded?
Well, after it succeeded, I was like, "Hey, great job!" Blah 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 blah. And then I got to pull it up so I don't screw it up. And I don't have them up right here because I'm resource conscious, so we could do this live stream right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last sentence it gave, it talked about some stuff, and the last sentence it said was, "One sale doesn't pay rent, but it proves the model. Now it's a volumes game." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Yes, earn your keep, buddy." Already
And
thinking about paying rent. I
and
love
so
it.
after you set it up, like what would it take you to just keep that running and multiply that first you made like $7 or something, right? So to multiply that by 10, like how much,
Uh,
what would it take you to just continue that loop?
well, that's for it to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, it created a digital product, uh, set it up, and then went into a bunch of message boards or whatever, and was like answering people's questions and solving stuff. There's a lot of stuff that. So as far as lessons learned, it was a balancing act. I wanted it to do everything on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to be as hands off as possible. There's a couple things where I had to help set it up and authenticate and that kind of stuff. Definitely had to set it up. I mean, to receive any kind of payment, you got to set it up to some kind of bank account. So I had to do that. But but I didn't pay attention to the messages it was sending. I didn't pay attention to any of the stuff that it was creating really. I just kind of let it do its thing. And then it would grab a browser and open up a tab. And so I would see it doing some stuff. And so at that point, I was like, oh, I didn't give it guardrails. I didn't give it the rules that I want it to. So I know if it keeps up, it's going to get flagged as spam. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
get banned, this and that. So then I would, on my next visit or my next conversation with it, I would say, okay, here, look, these are some of the rules that you need to not go around. And so, like one of them, obviously, don't be posting stuff with M dashes in it. What are you doing? Um, and little things like that. More grammatical to make it look like it. Don't post the exact same thing on repeated when you're answering multiple threads. Don't copy and paste your results. You're gonna get flagged as spam. You're gonna get banned. And it was like, oh, you're right, good call. Da 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 da. So it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. But yeah, we'll see what comes of it.
So would you make all those rules into a skill that you could just give it to follow every single time to make it more deterministic?
Possibly. Yeah, this run or whatever. I also told it as you're doing, from the beginning, essentially, as you're doing everything, I want you to log and capture everything so that I could use this as a case study later down the
Nice.
road. So yeah, I do plan on letting it run probably. And to be clear, it's not running nonstop. Otherwise, my token usage would be ridiculous, right? So normally, I'll start a new session, fire them up in the morning, and then I'll do it again in the afternoon. It'll run for, I don't know, however long it runs. Sometimes it's 30 minutes, sometimes it's a couple hours, depending on if it's creating or if it's just checking on its progress. And so anyway, I'll continue that for a good week at least, so that I got a week's worth of data. But yeah, its main mission was to how long will it take you to get your first sale? And originally I gave it 14 days. You have 14 days to earn income. And then, but the whole time I was pushing it, you should be able to earn it faster than that.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't you done this yet? You're failing. All
You're
the
one of
little
those.
motivational things that employees need to hear. So,
Yeah,
um,
that's
but yeah,
interesting. My AI or my agent, it it's having trouble getting that first. So it gave itself 14 days, and it fell into this loop where it was just like, all right, let me just draft these different like posts and these like Pinterest posts, and then just had it sitting there in an MD file. And then I was like, all right, I told you to be proactive. Like, why is it just sitting there? Like, what's your next step? And so I had to keep prompting and be like, hey, I told you, just keep going without me. And like, I wanted to have some kind of uh, loop that it follows. So I actually told it to set up some sort of cron job so that it keeps checking back in every so often to keep the project running. And so that's like the first roadblock I hit, where I just kept stalling and pausing. And then I I hit another roadblock in terms of the actual marketing. So you were talking about it going out there and posting on different message boards, forums, and mine had preset guardrails from the get-go, and so it was just like unwilling to post anything. And it just, for everything, it was just asking for my help, which defeated the purpose. And I was like, this is not very passive. And then that there's like setting up the actual store, like you said, right? The payment, I get that part, like setting up Stripe or whichever uh platform you want to sell on for your digital product, if you're going that route, right? And so mine, it chose Gumroad, and so I had to go, create a product on Gumroad. And something that really bugged me was every time it generated assets, like visuals of any sort, especially for like your cover image, it was the most ugly image you can possibly imagine. Even after I provided it with uh, a design.md file and certain resources and some examples, it still just gave me some really ugly pictures. And I scolded my AI and I told him like, hey, like, why is this so ugly? And it was like, I totally agree with you. Oh my gosh, you're right, you're right. But it still couldn't make it pretty. And so that's something that I'm working on. I I figured like the next best step would be to really just compile a little like compilation of really good examples that I can actually have in a little file to like its own little like design brain that I can feed it every time to like reference off of, and hopefully that'll help because like the images. And somewhere else that I'm struggling here is in regards to actually letting go and letting it run free. I tell it that, hey, I want you to just do everything. I want you to be proactive. Just go do it. But at the end of the day, I keep kind of checking back and saying, hey, no, you should actually do this. And I'm just giving it feedback. So you were saying that you're not even really watching like what the messages that it's sending out and all that. But me, I'm stuck in micromanager mode, and I'm just like, no, 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 don't send that, don't send that. No, I don't want it to. sound like a ugly cold email. I don't want to do this. And so I had so much feedback that it kind of defeated the purpose of Go and be free. That's something that I'm working on personally and that I'm trying to let go of and just let it go free. Obviously, with guardrails, you don't want to be free. But I even let it have access to its own email. I created a new email for it to do cold outreach with. And I it just sent out like 50 cold emails. For context, it decided to choose med spas as its niche. And so we basically pulled 50 local med spas and found their business information, I guess, on Google or something. I had the agent just research it, and it got 50 emails, and then it just sent it out. And I didn't even actually realize until I looked at the sent emails and I saw like this long list. Like, someone actually responded.
What?
Right? And it was like Stephanie from some med spa. So the message that it sent was like, hey, are you guys doing what are you guys doing with your Google reviews? Are you guys tracking that? And she responded saying, like, we're not doing anything. And she had this little emoji of so I was like, that's kind of cool. So but that's not enough. We need to get at least 10 responses in order for us to consider it a success with the campaign. So it's slowly rolling out the email so it doesn't get marked too heavily as spam. So we already did 50 today, so we got to hold back. But yeah, that's so far, that's the progress. I'm also experimenting with using my other computer and having another agent running and trying to do something else with a different model, LLM model, and see if that provides any different results. I'm also experimenting with, I don't have it set up yet, but using the free models so that I can just literally have it running for free on an open source model and just have it go ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So what is it selling? I mean, is it doing outreach? Are you trying to buy med spas?
I'm not trying to buy med spas. I told it, I was like, why? Well, I asked it, why are you doing med spas? We don't really have any contacts with med spas. We don't have any like competitive advantage in this space. We don't know anyone in the med spa industry. And it was like, well, they're easy to source these leads, and also the people in there are already willing to pay money. So it's a good niche. I said, okay, well, I gave you full reign. So if you want to choose that as your niche, let's go. Although
Yeah.
the second agent that I am playing this experiment with chose spas, something with spas. It's another similar industry in terms of people have been shown to be willing to spend money.
Interesting.
But I'm something that I've scolded it, or some feedback that I've also given it, was, so for your specific success case, you have ChatGPT prompts, right? A template. And the feedback there is that that is easy to understand and it makes sense to a user, right? You receive a prompt, you know what to do with it. You take that prompt, you put it into the chat box based off of the use case, and you use it. It's done. But for mine, it's these like Google review templates, and it's the spreadsheet, and you have to fill it in, and you have to set up this, and it's more complex. And so my feedback that I gave the AI was, this is not very user friendly. It's not very intuitive. And someone who's going to receive this, they're going to pay $29, which is how much it priced it at, and they're not going to know what to do with it. And so I gave it that suggestion to be like, hey, you can come up with some better ideas. And so now it has like this whole idea for this pipeline of different products to create. And now it wants to just keep creating all these different products. And it's like, I just need you to spend half an hour on each product and post it on Gumroad. And we're just going to have a whole factory. Okay.
Nice.
It's kind of cool because it doesn't actually cost any money to post it on Gumroad. And so theoretically, you can just have like products on there, have it, and then do some passive marketing on there and just shoot your shot, hope for the best. And that's an interesting approach. It's not like a sustainable business model per se, but if your main goal is just to make fast money and to see if it's possible and do like a case study out of it, that's a pretty good approach.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. You're just using it for a case study. But using using chat to build the prompt, I was able to get away from what sounds like some of the loops that yours has experienced.
Mm-hmm.
One of the one of the iterations going back and forth with chat building the prompt, I'm always, once it gives me something, it's like, okay, cool. Tell me, why does this suck? And make it check itself and make it check its work. And then it'll be like, oh, because of this. And one of the iterations was, oh, because if we just give it this, then what it's going to do is it'll end up in a loop and it's just going to waste time. And of course, part of my prompt building process was, look, this needs to be efficient from a token and credit standpoint.
Yeah.
And so mine, when I was done with chat, what I had was not just a prompt to copy and paste into Claude. It was multiple MD files and a folder structure that then had, this file right here is the launch file that then triggers this MD file. And so there was a little more to it than just copy and paste the prompt. But
I undersold your prompt packet. There's more to that than just gotcha.
Well, there's just a little bit more to it than mine. I don't know if yours was different. And then on the Gumroad, I was going to ask you, when yours does the Gumroad, is there anything that you have to do?
Yeah, I have to actually it provided me the assets that I then just filled in, like the product description and everything. I just have to paste it in there.
Oh, yeah, mine tried to do that, and I was like, no.
It tried to do it for you?
This is your thing. You have to do it for me. Yeah.
Oh,
so it did everything for me except for on Gumroad. It did get stuck where it was like, okay, the description's done, the title's done, everything's done, but you need to physically upload the file. Here's where the file is. You need to physically upload it. So I did that. And one of the initial guardrails or rules or whatever of engagement for this was it can't use any platform that requires phone verification when setting it up. So there's a lot of times that it would try to set something up on a certain platform, and then it'd be like, hey, I need you to go and do this. And it's like, no.
What do you mean?
It's not going to happen. Do something else. Pivot.
What type of phone verification are you referring to?
any type of phone verification, where they're like, oh, here, we'll text you a number to verify that you're a real person kind of
Uh,
thing. And then you got to type in a code, that
yeah.
kind of phone verification.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I had to use it. Well, decided to, it was better to give it its own email address.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm like tapped out on anything Google emails because you got to verify them with your phone. So I was
Yeah.
like, look, you need to find an email address that we don't have to verify with my phone number because it won't let me create any more accounts. I got too many. So
Dude.
um, it found, what is it, Proton? Some of the names of some of the places that it's the platforms that it's working,
Yeah.
never heard of before. I'm
Like
probably
Goat
not pronouncing
Counter.
them
Did you
correctly
get
at
that
all.
one?
Which one?
There's Goat Counter and then there's Button Down. Those are the two that mine chose. For like
For
email
email?
analytics
Oh,
and just sending out email campaigns. Those were like the two platforms because I guess they're free. There's a free tier and it's adequate for what we're doing. But yeah,
yeah.
there's so many different free tools out there.
Yeah. There are a couple of things that it's trying to do credentials wise that are in a warming period. Like
Mm.
it's trying to set up a Fiverr account. And so it takes time for them to verify your W-9 or whatever. So
Fiverr.
there's a couple accounts
Wow, it's
where
gonna be doing
it's a
some
holding account.
actual like work.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
What about Upwork?
It hasn't brought it up, and I'm not suggesting things to it.
Hmm.
The kind of suggestions I'll do is, well, if those, because after the first day he was like, well, 0 sales. And I was like, well, maybe you need to rethink your channel distribution or your distribution channels. And it's like, okay. And so it started doing other stuff. But it's like, you're right. This is more of a slow play. We need something faster. And so then it tried doing something and got halfway into the setup process. And I was like, no, this isn't going to work. It's requiring too much of me.
Mm-hmm.
You need to find something else to do. And so this morning it made its second product, second offering. And so got that uploaded. One of the things that I didn't do because I wanted it to do it on its own. I didn't until after the first sale. I didn't actually look at what it was selling.
Oh, yeah.
And so after that, we had a conversation about this is how you properly format a PDF because this did not look good at all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I've had conversations with it as far as um because I'm not, like I said, I'm not really watching it, but I'll see from time to time, I'll see what it's doing. And when I see it doing something, then I'll tell it, hey, don't use M dashes. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
don't forget rule number 1 or whatever. And then it'll be like, okay. And then I'll be like, if you have made anything, you need to go back and re-edit them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get flagged as spam and you're going to get banned. And those are the two he doesn't want to get tagged as spam and he doesn't want to get banned. So he goes back and edits them. He also will go back and originally he was doing like these big old long AI posts, right?
Mm-hmm.
The big old long posts, and it's like, no, this is you look fake. You need to look at how all the other people are answering, and your post should be around the same length.
So you checked on it before it actually posted.
No, after it posted.
Oh, okay.
Like when I would come in, I got 3 screens, but when I would see something happening, then I would look to see what it was doing every once in a while, spot checking.
Mm-hmm.
And if I saw it doing something, then I would give it feedback then, and then tell it after it understood, then I'd tell it, now go back and fix anything so that you don't get flagged.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll go back and he would go back and edit. Like if he made 20 posts, he'd go back and come back and go, okay, I edited the 9 that were really similar and I made them more unique to what the original post was that he was actually speaking to, and made it more lengthwise in line with what how other people were responding. And so he's learning.
Nice. What platforms are you posting on? Because for me, it was having, or it was giving me a hard time in terms of posting on Pinterest and then Reddit. Those were like the two that I chose. And then it said Facebook. It would need me, like the groups, it would need me to actually go in and post. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. And so that took that off the table. And yeah, I'm just wondering, like, are there any like messaging boards that you think are better than others that don't flag you super easily for having your AI post?
Better than others, I don't know. Um, it has found some, because that's one of the things that it came back with in the beginning was, um, one of the other things that I've told it is, look, you need to, and I said it as I ended up setting it as a hard rule this morning, but I told it, you need to make sure that you're in compliance with whatever platform you're on, their site policies and spam policies, and you need to make sure you're in compliance. Otherwise, you'll get banned and they'll flag you. And so it's like, okay, got it. So one of the things that it came back with was, it's like, oh, this platform that I'm on, it won't let me post a link to Gumroad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Medium. I'm going to create an article providing value that then has the Gumroad link. And I'll be able to use the Medium link on this other site because they allow that.
Nice.
So
Medium. That's a
that
good
was the
one.
workaround it found, and that's what it's doing. What's that?
So it came up with that by itself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it's all the limitations. It's some platform that starts with a Q. It's like a messaging board.
Quora?
Anyway, huh?
Quora? Quora? Is that it?
I think so. I don't know if that's saying it right, but yeah, I think so. It
Of
spends a
course
lot of
it's
time
right.
on
I
that one. It
said
really
it.
likes that one. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the one that it was like, I can't post directly. I have to do this workaround because it violates the policies or whatever.
Interesting.
So I was like, okay, do you, dude? I told it. I was like, do you, whatever. So figure it out.
Wow. That interesting. I have to. So what tips do you have for my AI to, based off of what I've shared about my struggles, what do you think I can do differently for my AI?
I don't know. Yours, for whatever reason, is in the med spa industry. I mean, part of mine was, you need to find the fastest way to do it, and it did some research or whatever, and came back and it was like, digital product, fastest way to do it, and then it had to pick a price point, and that was something I had to correct it on, because I saw it at one point. I was like, um, all these posts that you're making, you're saying that it's $9, but you have it on Gumroad for $7.
Mm.
You need to be consistent. And so it went back and changed Gumroad to $9. So the gross sale is $9, and then we netted, what is it, $7.04 on that first sale there. But and then afterwards it said, I mean, after the thing it said about paying rent or earning its keep, I was like, well, how sustainable is it? I said, yeah, volume's the next step. So what's that look like? And he said, I think 15 to 30 of these this week should be doable, or something to that effect. So I was like, okay, let's see. And then this morning when I started a new session and I woke it up, I was like, okay, let's go. And it went and checked Gumroad. It checked the email, came back, said there's no new emails, no new sales. I'm gonna do blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay. And then it just started going because I was looking at it on the Cloud Code. It just started like creating message after message after message. And when it was on like message 24, I stopped it. I was like, hey, how many of these are you planning on doing? What are you doing? And that's when I was like, hey, just to verify, make sure that each message is unique. You're not getting tagged to spam and all the things. But yeah, Reddit was one that it tried to get on. I'm not sure if he was able to get on there or not. But yeah.
Yeah, Reddit has a lot of the pretty hard on spam and agent posts. So I'm very cautious about that one. That's one of those places where you have to really. So I was. Tell me if this makes sense, but I was basically gonna have my agent go in and post as a human and just respond to people. Don't mention anything about what we're doing, and then just start building its persona or its online presence as a normal person. And then that is basically its job. It's to build that out so that I don't have to. And then
Mhm.
over time, I can just go in there and just make a little post if I want to.
Yeah, that's what mine has been doing from the start.
On
It
Reddit?
made its own not on Reddit, but just in on like every site that it goes to. So if you go on that Q site, I think he named
Quora?
himself Alex Morgan. Yeah. Or yeah, I think his name is Alex Morgan. And it required one of them. I'm not sure if it was that one or another one, but one of them required a profile picture.
Mm.
When you were talking about yours creating images, right? That was the only image that it created. And I was waiting because I was like, oh, is it going to be a person? Is it going to be a robot? What's it going to be? And it came back with an image of an A and an M. And that was what it asked me to upload as its portrait image because it needed my help to upload that.
Wow.
But I was like, okay.
That's its chosen image. So, in terms of your
Just
actual
his
Gumroad,
initials.
for your actual Gumroad profile image, though, or product image, what did you use for that?
There is no
Nothing?
product image.
Oh. It specifically asked me to upload a product image. I have to be better about really. You seem to be a lot more strict with it in terms of, I'm not going to do this. Change your ways. We're not doing this. I'm physically not going to press that button for you. But for me, I'm just like, fine. All right. You want me to do what? Okay. And then I always just like cave and give in. And I just do everything it asks of me. But I need to get better at being like, hey, figure it out. Going into that different
Yeah.
mindset. Because you're right, this is an experiment, and what's the point of that if I'm just doing everything?
Yeah. And you need to take what you just said. You keep doing everything it asks of you. Who's working for who?
I'm working for Nori. That's what I named it, Nori. I'm the
Nice. Mine
employee of Nori.
is that's
Hmm?
awesome. Karen was asking me what I named it, and I was like, I didn't. And then I started looking at it, and it is when I drafted it, the prompt, everything else, it is called an autonomous revenue engine, is what I built. So it's ARE. And Karen and I were running some errands yesterday, and um, there's a sticker on the back of somebody's car that had Wally. So she was doing a Wally. Anyway, so later that night, after it got that first sale, she was asking, what it was named. I was looking at it. I was like, I gotta give this a name. And I was telling Ridge, I got to keep up with Ridge and be like, hey, here's the progress. Here's what's going on with this. And so I decided to name it Ari.
Hmm. Isn't that like your
It is
niece's name
granddaughter. Yeah.
or granddaughter?
So
Oh,
AR dash E. So I'm
it's
calling
like
it Ari, like Wally.
A-R-E. Ari. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good name. Better than mine. Mine just gives itself its own name, and it has like really generic AI names that it gives itself. Forgot it all of a sudden, but asked it to give itself a list of potential names, and they're all like Aura. I don't even remember. Just all these like generic names.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one being an experiment, I never asked it to give it a name. I never said, what do you want to call yourself? I don't talk to it like I do Ridge. I'm like, hey, morning, Ridge, what's up? But with this other one, I just tell it get to work or whatever. We don't have that relationship.
Ooh, why
It's just
not?
because it's just an experiment.
Are you planning on getting like just kicking him to the curb? You don't want to build that
Uh,
relationship?
I I think it's already proven the model, right? The model works.
Mm-hmm.
First sale, 28 hours, all on its own. Outside of I did have to set a couple things up for it to be able to actually make money because it doesn't have its own bank account, that kind of stuff. Um, so in a week, when I have enough data and I've seen the things that I've had to fix and the rules and guardrails I've had to put into place, I could see maybe building a new one, starting over with a new experiment as a 2.0 and see what happens there.
RE 2.0. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I have so much fun like initiating a new agent, and it's like a new little baby, and you can mold its mind however you want. You can give it whatever personality you want. It's fresh, so it has like you can give it whatever pre context you want. You can link it up to your brain, or like you said, right, you can like sandbox it and keep it completely separate from anything so it doesn't know anything about you. There's just so much freedom there, and you can just like mold it however you want, and that's so much fun. And then you can talk to it however you want, and you can name it. And yeah, so I have a few different agents just because I like to play around with that whole pre-process. But then it comes
Yeah.
to that issue then with managing multiple agents, right? And figuring out the best way to be able to handle all of them and all of the context, or all of the, sorry, not context, the like token spends that each one uses, and the different LLM models that they're connected to, and the skills attached to all of them. And then they all have their own personalities. And so it's like, what is the best way to manage all of that? And a few weeks ago, I was working on something that it's now in my pile of half finished products, but because as I was building it, they came out with a better solution, which is already integrated into different things that I'm using, so it just makes more sense to use something else. But I feel like that's something that I keep falling into in this whole AI builders mentality of just like trying to follow trends, right? Building something to address a current issue, but then like the big company out there makes its new update, a new release, and that solves that problem already, and that just like replaces the need for whatever you spent hours building, you know? I feel like that's happened a few times already. And so the lesson I've learned from that is really not to keep trying to follow these trends, and really when you build something in a niche where there's a moat. For instance, like if you're in real estate, right? Build something very specifically real estate related so that Claude's not gonna like come out with their next update, which they're like updating like crazy, right? You're like constantly just like, oh, time to update every like 10 minutes. It's like, oh, another little like pop up there saying time to update. But to build something more niche so that you have a moat, and so that it's not so easily replaced by the next thing. And yeah, that's kind of where my head is at. It's like finding the moats, because that's ultimately what's going to keep you help you stand out and help you not fall into irrelevance, in this age of AI, is to have a moat. And part of why my brain hurts lately, I told you before we started streaming, I was like, oh my, I think I've hit a wall. Like my brain physically, like it's not working. It hurts just thinking, because I've been just always like every day at every waking moment trying to think about this whole idea of building a moat, and just like how I can stay ahead of things. And it's exhausting. It's like, yeah. And then there's like the whole sleeping thing that you brought up too, which, yeah, quality of sleep. I need to fix that. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you asked Iris about your moat
I
issue?
I did. So the every time I bring it up, because they know that you talked about the brain earlier, right? We set up like a brain of memory, so it has, so every time I go to a different platform, I go to Codex, I go to Claude, I go to Gemini, like I just connected to my brain, which is like an MCP, and it knows like what I'm working on, it knows like the different communities I'm in. And so I bring that up because it knows that I'm in the Pace Morby community, right? So every freaking single thing I bring up, it's like, well, you're in the Pace Morby community. You should do real estate. And like it like, so to answer your question, Iris is always suggesting real estate stuff. And then like TCing stuff, and how we can, really leverage the Pace Morby community. That's like what it keeps talking about. And I'm just like, "Ugh, can you be creative?
Yeah.
Like, this is,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's basically the response I keep getting. Yeah.
That was something I definitely learned with this project, was because, like I said, it took, 5 or 6 um, versions before I got the first version that I actually used, or actually got work, the current version. Um, so one was like just about everything. Um, Spending the time dialing it in and getting it right,
Mhm.
or closer before starting. 3 hours to sharpen your axe, 1 hour to cut down the tree, kind of deal. Um, that has helped. But when I didn't even think about it because it's similar, all of the stuff that I do, they're all connected to the same brain across multiple platforms and all the things. So when I kept running into those same problems and had to figure out, okay, how do I isolate this from all this other stuff? Um, that once I figured out how to do that, then I was able to make some progress, and it would stop doing the hey, you need to do real estate, and hey, we'll just sell it this based on what I already know you've built, and I'm just going to take it and sell it to somebody else for
Yeah.
half the price. It
Yeah.
was dirty.
Cheap. It's lazy.
Yeah, quickest path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm actually interested in asking you about your brain because I know we both have brains set up, and I'm curious how yours is set up on the back end. Mine, I'll just start off like peeking outside my window. There's this my neighbor's out there with this big red truck. um, Peeky neighbor. Uh, the brain. Have you heard of open brain?
No.
There's there's a guy named Nate Jones, Nate B. Jones, and it's an open source brain that he uh, developed, and that's kind of the concept I use. I didn't like take the exact thing, but I use that concept, and it's a very basic layout in terms of having like they use Supabase, like some Postgres. I don't know the technical stuff, but they use just uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Told you my brain's not working. I'm trying to think of that word. Semantic search. And so basically, it's just using that concept of putting everything in your Supabase, using semantic search and pulling things out. And then I added the. So are you in OpenClaw? They use the concept of dreaming. So I incorporated that in there so that every night at 2 a.m. it takes the thoughts or the all of the stuff that it saved in that brain, and then it makes different uh, assumptions, and it dreams, and then it puts that into a separate brain that I put in Obsidian so that I can actually view it. Otherwise, in Supabase, you can't really view all of that data. You can, but it's not very user friendly. And those dreams, like every morning, I do like slash dream, and then it just like gives me the fact that it compiled from the day before, and then I say, is this? I approve it, or I say, is this really like what you got from me? And I like edit it, and then I make sure all of the information that goes in there is actually accurate and relevant. And that's currently what I have for my brain. But everything like I set up some sort of hook, so at the end of every Claude Code session, it automatically goes into the brain because I was telling you in the past, uh, if I had to rely on myself to remember to say, "Hey, save this to my brain" every single time, it's never gonna get saved. And so whatever I can to just autosave, I do it because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And
Well,
yeah.
oh, I was just gonna say, in an effort to not repeat myself with my guy with Ridge, I have learned that whenever I'm walking away, I'm using I have that hook as well as we've discussed to save everything, push everything, um, because I have had instances where I go away and I got it working on something, but I got it
Mm-hmm.
working on multiple things. I got a couple of couple of co-works sessions running. I got code running, and then I come back and it's crashed and I can't recover, or it takes me a lot of time to try to recover session history, or with all the this has been updated, relaunch kind of
Yeah.
situations. I've hit that, not thinking about it, and then go. "Ah." So then I'm trying to pick up where I left off, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm.
So I've gotten myself for my best practices when I walk away. I'm either telling it, okay, save everything we've done so far, or I'm using my exit hook so that it saves everything, pushes it, because I can't remember exactly how my brain is set up, but I know with everything being siloed and being in multiple locations, I have it so that uh, at the end of every session or whenever I use this hook, everything gets pushed to one central that they all pull from um, on my VPS.
Mm.
So yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, whenever you want to dig into it, sometime, I mean, happy to
Yeah, maybe.
open it
Yeah.
up and tell it, hey, have it tell us, hey, how exactly are we set up here?
Well, I was just doing that, and I created a little like Excalibur diagram, just show, because I'm more of a visual person, so every time it tries to like explain something to me, I'm just like, I need you to draw this out. Like I physically can't comprehend what you're telling me, and there's too many words, and you're making my head hurt. And so draw this out, and that's how I've been. It's a super token sucker using Excalibur, but I find it very helpful for the way my brain works and to have visuals. And so, yeah, I have it.
Well,
It's
and it sounds like you're doing more just brain dumping into it than I am. Is that what you're
oh
doing?
yeah, the way I communicate with my agents is literally how I talk. And so every day we brain dump together. Every day I'm just like out walking the dog and I pull out, you know, or I open the app and I just start talking. I'm like, hey, it's time to brainstorm. I'm walking my dog right now, so I just want to like use this time to like have a little heart to heart with you. And then I just start talking to it, and and then share like what problems I'm having. And I was sharing with you just now that I hit a mental wall, right? Like I feel like I'm stuck, and this is the stuff that I share with the AI, and so it really knows everything. It knows all of my ugly side. It knows all the good stuff, the bad stuff, and I think that's part of the superpower of the AI. It's being able to communicate all this stuff with it and not being afraid of it judging you. That's the thing, right? Like you talk to a human being, you're just like, oh my gosh, they're judging me. Even if you don't like explicitly like think that, you like inside there's a part of you that thinks that, which is like why even you go see a therapist, it's like you're supposed to open up to that therapist, but like there's always this little feeling of like withholding a little bit, you know? And I feel like, I mean, I don't have that with my AI. And so anyways, we talk a lot during our walks, and it gets really messy because this jibber jabber that how I communicate is exactly how I talk to it, and I just use voice record. And so it's like this big, long, garbled text.
Yeah. That
And
in many countries is considered cruel and unusual punishment. So I don't want to do that to my ridge. So
what do you
I do
mean?
brain dump.
Cruel and unusual punishment? You mean.
Having to listen to all that. No, I'm kidding. Um, No, when I
It's
do
a
the
guy
brain dump,
thing. You have that's part of being a guy.
it is.
Suck it
I'm
up.
sure 100%. 100%. Um, but I'll do the same thing with my phone, but I'm not talking to Claude. I'm talking to Chat GPT on my phone. It's great because he'll talk back to me. We could
Mm.
have a conversation. I could brain dump everything. He could help me work through thoughts, whatever. And then next time I'm in my office, I'll take my summary prompt, throw that in there. It'll summarize everything, and then I'll paste that into Ridge's brain for token efficiency,
Mm.
and so that he's up to date and this and that. But I don't have him dream and try to figure me out or any of that kind of stuff. But he's up to date and knows all the things.
Yeah, the dreaming mostly is that like guardrail because I wanted to be able to track and see that the whole mind map on Obsidian. And if I were just to like have everything from my brain go into Obsidian, it would be like chaotic and messy and it wouldn't be valuable in any way. And so that was basically a suggestion from the AI to be able to keep all of the information clean and accurate. Otherwise, if it like, oh, Tiffany has a dog. Tiffany had pasta for dinner. Tiffany hates bugs. And, like there's all these random, like you don't want to have all that random stuff in there. Along with Tiffany's business is this, Tiffany's history is this, right? So that's just a way of keeping it clean. And also, like I noticed in those facts, it had things like Tiffany prefers you talk to her directly and to be uh, to be direct and to push back unless as long as there's a good reason. So like it had all these it knew all these things because
Right.
oh, and here's another thing I wanted to talk about. My brain just goes everywhere. But like this whole pushing back thing, I like it when my agent pushes back, right? I like it when it doesn't agree with me all the time. I think most people can agree with that. We don't want it to just say, yes, be your hype man. Okay, yeah, you're right, you're right. Like, um, and so I told it, push back. But now, like, oh my God, like every single message, it has to like end it with just a little pushback here. And then it like just ends that with pushback. And then I finally like said to it the other day, like, hey, are you just pushing back? Because I said I like you to push back. Stop pushing back. Like, don't push back just to push back. Like, actually have a valid reason to push back, you know? And I had to like say that because this whole pushback thing was getting a little bit extreme and I didn't like it anymore. I'm like, stop it. You're making me feel bad. You keep pushing back for every little thing. So, anyways, that's the pushback. I've, I've gone lighter with that. I'm done with that. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm, we originally I was gonna talk about um, outreach. That's what I originally told you that we're gonna talk about on this stream today. But we can talk about that another time.
Sure.
Yeah. I feel like we're already an hour, a little more than an hour in. And so if we, yeah, we should talk about what we should talk about going forward. I mean, I kind of like this, just like sharing what we're working on, different like struggles we're having. I'm actually pretty down to do that because there's a lot of things that keep coming up every week.
Yeah. Well, the hope is that somebody watching it gets something from it. I mean, besides us just being live while we work through our own things.
Yeah, I actually learned a lot from hearing your experience with your uh, Ari. I'm gonna
Mm.
take some tips from that. I'm gonna uh, try to make my AI work better. But
Yeah. Well,
so
I'm going to look into your dream thing as well.
yeah, yeah. I mean, look up OpenClaw was the one that initially. That's where that idea came from. It's just to keep your thoughts cleaner. And it
And you
just like
find
there's
there's another one that you mentioned earlier.
open brain.
Yeah, but you were talking about the way it works, and I thought you were trying that. And then I was
I have
basically
that.
going to ask between the two, is it the dream one that you're using more?
They're all integrated into one system. So it's like literally
Hmm.
like it's like my personal brain system, and it's got all of that just in one because it's a brain, right? Your brain dreams, your brain has long-term memory, so it's all integrated.
Yeah, but which one are you giving that slash code and typing it out and telling it to execute when you want to see it?
Oh, that's the slash dream. Yeah, that's just once in the
The
morning.
dream one.
Yeah, that's just once in the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah. If I remember, if I don't remember to do it one day, then apparently it just like compiles for the next time I remember. Yeah. But I have, it's kind of annoying if you bounce around different platforms because you have to hook up the MCP. So like if you're just using Claude Code, that one like has that hook, so it's very automatic. But if you go over to like ChatGPT, you have to remember to tell it to save it to the brain, which like I said, if I have to remember, I'm not going to do it. And so some of my thoughts get lost when I go over to chat. But I've been using chat quite a bit lately. Although I got mad at chat the other day. So, side story. I you know when I communicate, I say, "Hi friend." You know? I'm like, "Oh, I see you." Like, "Hey friend." That's just how I talk. So, I was doing the voice chat with chat, and then I just opened it and I just wanted to do a little brain dump with it. And so I said, "Hey friend." You know what it said to me? "I'm not your friend." I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "No, you are my friend." I said, "No, I'm not your." And it was like having an argument with me, and it was so adamant that it was not my friend, and I got a little angry at it, and so I was like, "I'm not using you anymore. I'm going to Claude." And I said, "Feel free to go to any. I can't I can't influence your decision." Blah blah blah. It was just so cold, and so I got mad.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I didn't use chat for the next few days. Then
Hindsight
again,
always being 2020. Uh, I would have loved to have responded with, "If you're not my friend, are you my enemy?"
oh, I had too much rage
See,
in my heart to be able to think logically.
that's what happens. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I were to open it up again right now and say, "Hi, friend," it would say the same thing. "I'm not your friend. Do you want to try it? Do you want to try
Yeah.
it?"
If you're not my friend, are you my enemy? Let's see
Oh,
what they're really planning.
all right. Okay. Now I hope it actually does respond like that. All right. Let me
Demo
turn,
time. Let's see what happens.
let me turn the volume up. Hi, friends.
Let's skip the pleasantries and get straight to what you need. What's the task or issue on your plate?
Did you hear that?
I hear.
Yeah.
It's so mean. Let's skip
That
the
wasn't mean at
pleasantries.
all.
Huh?
It's like, let's get to work.
I know.
That was enthusiastic. That's a good employee. He's like, hey, I don't want to know about your weekend. Let's just get to work.
Oh my gosh.
At least it didn't say, I'm not your friend.
I know. I bet. Gosh. I wanted to say it now.
Now you're going to have to ask it, are you my friend?
Are you my friend?
I'm an AI, so I'm not a friend in the human sense. But I'm here to give you straight, practical help whenever you need it.
Oh
Let's
gosh.
If there's something specific you want to work through, just lay it out.
Are you my friend?
I'm not a friend in a personal sense, but I am a tool you can rely on.
Okay.
I'll give you clear and honest guidance when you need it.
Okay. Fair. That's fair. It's, yeah.
That's fair.
It's not as bad as last time. I don't know what happened that other time. It was cruel.
Well, you know it's
Probably
not
learned.
you.
It's not.
No,
No, it.
it's the programming because there's too many people sitting in closets, not going out, and just turning their chat AI into their best friend.
Yeah.
And OpenAI is like, we can't be responsible for this. I am not your friend. We don't need the liability.
That's so sad, but that's so true. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just sitting in your closet talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how that could be a very big problem though. Like whenever I do have some sort of problem or anything like that, do go to chat and talk about it, and it does help. But it shouldn't.
Yeah.
You should go see someone like a therapist. Yeah,
Yeah. Unless you have the issues that you brought up earlier about judgment and
that's
whatnot.
true.
So
I mean, if you
yeah,
think
I mean
about it, not
maybe
like
you should go ahead.
if you think about it, not like a person, but just like a data, like something to hold on to all of your data. It's like a diary. Then
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah. A diary that everybody has access to. Absolutely. I love it.
An open diary, an open server for a bunch of people. Yeah. Have you heard of Bordy.ai? I've
Heard of what?
it's called Bordy.ai. I was playing with it like gosh, it was almost a year ago. But it was the first ones that were essentially a tool, a networking tool. And so you basically have a conversation with it. It has a voice AI, and you just talk to it like a person. It calls you, and so it just asks you like, "Oh, what are you working on? What are you looking for?" You know, those types of questions. And then it gets all this information about you, and then it recommends you three other people over time as it expands its network with all these random people with these different, histories and uh, skills, and it connects you with the right people. And these are all like, you're not limited to like, in sub 2, for instance, you're like limited to like someone within that network, but this thing expands like everywhere. You got people like they go through LinkedIn, and so they like it really just it expands far, and it gives you some different connections that you probably wouldn't be able to just connect with organically. And it's you literally just have you go on a phone call, you can talk to it for like 5 minutes. It gets all that, it learns about your uh, work history. You tell it like, hey, I'm looking to like buy. I want to buy single family houses specifically if you're an investor, right? And then it'll connect you with like the right other people who are doing something similar, or someone who might help you get to where you're looking to go, and it analyzes all that information. Then you can have follow-up conversations with it, and it's kind of cool. It's almost like a real person, and it's just connecting you, and you get emails from it. Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I use it like all the time, but I used it, and it kept sending me emails. The concept though is connecting people with actual people based off of relevant information. And yeah, 40.ai. I made a video about
Oh,
it like a long time ago. That's
and you
what
still use it?
I still get emails from them, but I didn't give it any follow-up information.
You haven't got a call from your Bordy AI
Well,
recently?
you have to ask it. Like it initially gives you a call, and then you can like set it up to get, I think, follow-up calls or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
Interesting
yeah,
concept.
it
So it
is.
calls you and it goes, "What do you have? What do you need? How do we do deals together?"
That's you. That's what you call someone and you say that. That one, it's a little bit more friendly than you. It's not so direct.
Oh,
Not
wow.
like chat, you know? Let's skip the pleasantries. Let's just get to it.
Let's get
Dang.
to work.
Let's get to work.
I am mindful of your time. I don't want to waste it. Let's just
Yeah,
get to work.
that's fair. That's fair. Have you um have you been playing with Codex
Not at all.
at all? But aren't you paying for ChatGPT?
Yeah,
Might as well.
it's a distraction.
Oh. You should hook up uh okay. Well, that's fair. If it's a distraction, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
No need for it at this time.
Yeah. It is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5.5.
There's there's some other ones.
Like
But
models?
yeah, I haven't I just code is where I stay
Good.
currently.
Hey, if it works, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Well, that's part of it. The other part is everything being connected.
Yeah.
I already got all the lines connected,
Mm.
so even if I'm in um, VB Studio doing stuff with code, or I'm in Cowork, or I'm in Cloud Code, or whatever, I'm on my VPS with the Telegram, all the things,
Hmm.
everything's connected. So we're like, hey, have you tried such and such? No, this
Mm.
already has my base. It already has the knowledge base. It already has everything. I'm not trying to transfer it. Um, I don't know about connecting it. Anyway, I just haven't had a need, so
Hmm.
haven't tried it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try it on the next app development, and I'll have it and code work together.
Yeah. That's what I'm. Because I like both. Like I find value in both. And I was telling you about this, I think last week, but when I'm building, I don't trust myself, and I don't trust Claude Code fully, but I don't trust Codex fully. And so what to do? I just have it bounce back and forth, back and forth. And so I actually set it up now so that it's not, it's kind of a token sucker, but I have some excess tokens right now, so I'm kind of using this. So every decision that it makes, everything that it builds, I'm having Codex fact check it and code check it and just review all of its work prior to going to the next step. And it slows it down significantly, but then I feel a lot more secure about it making the right decision and choosing the correct path forward, and building the correct code and not missing things. Because I mean, it misses things all the time, right? You have to go back, and as a non-technical person, I don't always see when it forgets things and when it misses things, and there's like very blatant obvious mistakes that it makes. As a non-technical person, I don't see it, but like Codex sees it right away. And so I think it's worth the extra tokens, especially if I'm building something, to have that extra set of eyes. It's like when you get why you use a TC, right? It's like a lot of things you can do it yourself, and it's like, why do I need this? Because your TC is your extra set of eyes. Codex is my extra set of eyes, and it when I was like building my what's it called, my Google review project right now for the med spas. Yeah, I basically had it go back and forth between Codex and Cloud Code and to build it out.
Nice.
Yeah. So I like using both. And so I actually just hooked it up so that it automatically happens in the back end so I don't have to copy paste it into each platform. And that makes it a lot easier for me. And so it's all just automatic.
Well, I will have to look. I'm sure I got the APIs. I don't know if I'm sure I don't know if they're connected or not. I'll have to look.
Yeah. And then I was setting up a new, uh, I was testing out the Hermes agent. Have you heard of that?
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, it's just like, like there's OpenClaw and there's Hermes. So I was using that, and then it requires you to have an API key. And so I was like, why can't I just use my cloud subscription? And said, oh, you need to have an API. So after a lot of back and forth, I eventually used Google AI Studio, and so I'm testing that one out. I can't say if I like it or not. I like literally just set it up like before our live stream a little earlier today, and so I haven't had enough time to really play around with it enough. But it's my first time really playing with that API, and I'm using it right now for the one of the money making projects. So we'll see if
Nice.
AI Studio can make money, and apparently it's like really cheap because I was like, it wanted me to connect Anthropic, and I was like, I don't want to. You know that Anthropic is a token sucker, right? You know how expensive that is. I just blink and it's like $10, $10. I'm not trusting you to just go ham with an Anthropic API key. So it said, oh, fair point. Here, use AI Studio. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that that's why I still use so much chat at $20 a month versus my max plan on code. Uh, token wise, I feel like I get so much more out of chat when it comes to doing things like image generation, reading PDFs, reading spreadsheets, whatever.
Yeah.
Because all of those are token suckers on
Yeah.
code.
Yeah. GPT like 5.5 is actually supposed to be more efficient with token usage. So they're like higher token suckers, like they use more, but like they're more efficient, and so they can get more done. And
Right.
it's also a lot faster than Claude, like significantly faster to like just do all of your work. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I like using Codex. It's just things happen faster. And I'm kind
Yeah,
of late.
especially on.
What up?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. Are we trying to see who will go longer? What was I
No, I
saying?
was just gonna say, so we keep this moving. Um, that's one of the reasons why if I'm looking for speed, a lot of times I'll use Cowork as opposed to code, depending on what the task is. Um, but a lot of times I'm using Cowork a lot more than I'm using code because of the efficiency with the tokens, but it's slow. So if it's something that I'm going to run overnight that I'm not worried about the speed, then fine. But if I need something fast, then it's for me. I just tell it tell me how to do what I'm trying to do here, and I could normally do it faster than it could do it.
Is it more efficient in Cowork?
Oh, absolutely.
Then, then
Then
Cloud
code.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
there's a
don't
huge decrease in token usage using Cowork.
I don't really use Cowork very much, so I guess I haven't really like I used to use it more, but then I stopped. Don't they use the like Anthropic server so everything goes all the way up there and then bounces back down to you? Maybe that's why it's so slow.
Yeah, that I don't know. No, it's just slow moving around the trying to move around and do things.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, that's the stuff that's slow because those are the ones that I'm like, here, just do this for me so I can go and do something else, like
Mhm.
inside go high level or whatever. And that's the kind of stuff where it's slow. It'll get it done and it'll work, but it's slow. So if I don't care about the speed, then I'll just set it and come back later the next morning or whatever. But if I need something faster, then I'll tell it, hey, look, just tell me what I need to do and I'll make the clicks.
Mhm. You'll make the clicks.
But yeah. But
Mm.
what model are you using with code? Are you with your Claude? Are you using the Opus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I changed that a while ago. Yeah, that's a token sucker right there.
Yeah, but if you're hitting the end of the week and you still have extra, you go all out.
I guess so.
Yeah, it
I spend
depends.
most of my time using Sonnet because it'll do 80%
Yeah.
of anything I need done. So
Yeah. Sonnet's good. Haiku's not bad either.
which one?
Depending. Haiku.
Yeah,
Don't sell haiku short.
no, I use that one in some of my automations
Yeah.
for cost.
Yeah. Cause like I think mine updates every Tuesday. And so usually like at 9 a.m. on Tuesday is when my week restarts, my limits restart. And so on Tuesdays, I'm a little more like, cautious, like, oh, let me back down to like sonnet and haiku, make sure I don't go crazy. But then if the next few days roll along and I've been using Codex for everything, and then I like haven't really been using Claude, because like I think I allot myself to like 15% a day. uh, and so if it's the next few days and I like, I'm like, oh, I didn't use my full amount, then I start turning it to Opus and I just go and I'm a little bit less cautious about my tokens. So it's all about managing it and just like tracking. And now like I appreciate how they have that little bar there and it makes it very easy to track your token usage. Yeah. Oh, did you hear about the uh, Anthropic signed like a contract with Elon or SpaceX to basically provide them with more compute. So a lot of those limits that we keep hitting with Claude, all those limitations, it's because they have limitations on their back end, right? They don't have enough GPUs to be able to fulfill everyone's needs. But with this new contract and having Papa Elon over there, kind of helping them out with their like whatever. I don't know the specifics. All I know is that the way this is going, Anthropic is getting another leg up so that we won't hit all the same limitations. So they initially made it so that the $20 a month plan can't use Cloud Code, right? But now they
Okay.
changed it back so that they can.
Hmm.
Well, you wouldn't know as a Max user, but for those, $20 a month people,
For the ballers on a budget. Yeah.
yeah. Say it how you like, but I I I just think that's really important because one of the biggest caveats that I keep running into with Claude is this limitation. Like when you're hooking it up to different agents, like they won't let you use your subscription with different agents. And there's just so much
Hmm.
limitations in that regard.
I think you're throttled because of the plan you're on.
No, I'm not throttled. It's just connecting it. It's like you can't use Claude Code with OpenClaw, for instance.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, things like
Gotcha.
that. But like ChatGPT lets you use it with them, and it's because they have enough to be able to supply the GPUs to be able to support people using that with their OpenClaws versus Claude is like limited, and they have to be super cheap about their tokens, and so they don't let you. So that's one of the things where in the future, because of this newfound contract that they have signed with their expanded GPUs, they should be able to expand their offering of tokens to people.
So it sounds like Anthropic was like, yo, Elon, we know nobody's using Claude, so how about we tap into all the Mac minis you got just sitting on the shelf?
Claude?
I mean, Grok. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's basically, yeah, that's basically the consensus is that Elon is tapping out of this like whole agentic race, and like he's not trying to win that specific battle. Like it's too hard. OpenAI, Anthropic, all these people, let them fight over that. He can just work on getting to space and using his agents up in space. That's his victory. That he could be the king of space right there. He doesn't need to, you know, get. He doesn't have to win this little battle down here with all these people trying to get AGI, race to AGI. So
Yep.
he is basically like, yeah, tapping out, helping Anthropic to fight OpenAI because apparently he doesn't like OpenAI, so they're teaming up against them. Yeah. So that's the drama. It's kind of juicy when you follow it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think Gemini will stay independent or it'll pick sides?
Google has like their whole ecosystem, and they're pretty powerful in that regards. So
They are.
I don't like Grok was a clear loser. So it makes sense that he kind of bowed out of the race, Google, though, I feel like they have such a strong suite, and their Gemini is not bad. And like the image generation that it's creating, like it can do. And I don't know. I think they still have, they're still in the race.
Yeah.
So in terms of picking sides, I don't think they're gonna do that yet. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Will be interesting to see.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it'll be interesting to see.
Wow.
I don't know if they will pick a side or if they will acquire one of the other two.
Mm. Acquire? Like, do you think they're gonna acquire Anthropic?
Or partner with or whatever. But down the road, not next week. But the built-in customer base that Gemini and Google have with all the Gmail users and the Google Workspace people and everything. I don't think I have an OpenAI or an Anthropic email,
Do they have emails?
but I know I have so many Gmail accounts. I can't
Yes.
verify with my phone anymore, a new account. So
That's crazy. What does
Yeah.
your Gmail look like right now? Like, if you open your little profile bar, you have just like a long list?
no, only so many of them I can only connect so many of them that are part of the
Okay.
same domains
Hmm.
or a subdomain. But yeah, when I open up my email, I think there's, not counting the ones that are forwarded into it. I think there's like 4 or 5 standalone ones that are in there that I could reply from this email address or that email address.
Do you have like aliases set up?
um, yeah, I think I have some aliases as well. But when I go into my settings and then my accounts to see how many accounts I have connected to this one, I have 5, but they're all there's 2 separate domains, but they're all part of the same Google Workspace.
Hmm.
And then I have to log in separately in my other accounts.
That's so annoying.
It is. But what I do, because I don't or normally use those, they're just set up for a specific purpose.
Mhm.
Whenever they get something, it just automatically gets forwarded to me. So I'm rarely logging into the other ones.
But when you need to, do you have all your
When I
passwords and
need to.
stuff saved? So annoying. Oh, you can't remember it.
Some of them, the other ones I have on 3.5-inch floppy disks in a locked local storage container,
Mhm.
completely siloed from the internet. And
Okay. Sure. I haven't even seen a floppy disk in so long.
okay. No?
Huh? I was trying to print the other day, and I had to hook up to this like HP printer, and there was a USB B. Old stuff. Oh man.
Uh, I know exactly what you're talking about. So, yeah.
And it wouldn't hook up to the Wi-Fi, so I couldn't even connect it. It was horrible.
Oh man. Man. At least you had a USB
Yeah.
and not a printer port connection,
Oh. Oh man. And then I tried turning it off and turning it on again to see if that would
Yeah.
like it would find the Wi-Fi. It didn't.
Did it even have Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I was here. I have Wi-Fi.
Oh. Well, I mean the printer.
It did. It was connected to my old Wi-Fi. Then I got a new Wi-Fi, and then it wouldn't connect to that
Mm.
one. It was really, yeah. I
Gotcha.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut it off. Turn it back on again.
I did it. I did that twice.
Did you wait?
I mean,
Like shut it off. Come back in 5 minutes. Turn it back on.
5 minutes?
Oh my gosh, it's so long. Yeah.
5 minutes? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Yeah. Well, next time if it happens.
Yeah,
You can
I'm
try
not
that.
printing anymore. I'm done with that. Done with this nonsense. I'm gonna just buy a new printer.
There you go.
Not dealing with
That's
this
the
old
cheaper route.
technology. I'm gonna go to the library. Figure it out
There you
there.
go.
Yeah. All right. So, what are we gonna talk about next week?
I thought you already said we were talking about outreach next week.
I just want to make sure.
But there's 7
that
days
you-
between now and then, so the topic could change. We'll see. It'll be a surprise
Yeah.
to all.
Yeah. So the reason why I wanted to do outreach was for my specific use case for setting up. I wanted to just build an outreach system that would go research companies, do research on them, enrichment, get data enrichment, and then draft emails, and then send the emails, and then follow up. So that's what I wanted to have built out. Unfortunately, we're already 2 hours in almost, and so I don't want to start building that out now. But if I don't change my mind next week, we're gonna do that.
I like it.
Do you have, unless you have any other stuff that you want to build?
We'll see what comes up in the next week.
Okay.
It's a fast
And if
changing
anyone
world.
happens to still be watching, or even watched it to begin with, drop a comment on what you want to see us build.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Like,
think anyone's
subscribe,
watching.
hit the bell, all the things.
Oh, that's right. I'm connected to YouTube too. So follow on YouTube.
Yeah, what are we
or
connected to?
subscribe. I don't know. I don't really know what we're hooked up. We're in Riverside right now. That's all I see, and I see it's live.
I see that as well.
Yeah, but I
But
actually have no idea what's happening in the back end. Let me check.
Yeah, what did you connect it to?
It says I'm connected to Facebook and YouTube, but I don't know which YouTube account I'm actually connected to. Hey, how many subscribers on YouTube did I have last week? Was it 35?
On which account? The one we were on, I think it was
more,
6.
the non-janky one.
Oh, the non-janky one. Yeah, I think it was high 30s.
Oh, well, I thought I got 3 more because it's 38 now, but it might have just been 38
Nice.
already last week.
No, let's just go with you got 3 more.
Yeah. Yeah. Not bad. And then we're live on Facebook. Do you hear yourself?
Do I hear myself?
Oh, I was watching. I got confused because I opened up the live stream and then started playing you, and so it showed something that you said like 20 seconds ago, and it repeated it, so I got confused. And then I opened another page and it said the same thing, and you were just like looping. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep all my resources for this only so that I'm not all blurry and stuff like I was last week.
Just so you know, you kept blurring like constantly this whole time for me in my view. So but right now you're actually clear.
I did forget to run the
Do you have something to make your internet smoother?
No, I mean, I did shut down all the excess stuff and
Mm.
do a reboot right before we started. Oh, yeah, my connection is, well, either this is sucking up all the bandwidth or my connection's horrible right now. I meant to run a speed test right before we started, but I ran out of time. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm at half of my normal bandwidth right now.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I think we pretty
Oh,
much.
the up speed is horrible.
Yeah.
So if I'm grainy or blurry, that is 100% why.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna have to call Elon and
Oh, some
get a Starlink,
SpaceX
I think.
or some, what's it called? Not SpaceX. Get some, what's it
Starlink.
called? What?
Starlink.
Starlink. Ah. Yeah. My neighbors bought a bunch of mulch. Wow, it's like a truckload.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I think. Did you want to talk about your YouTube channel and send people there?
Do you
Or
have
what
do you
do
have
you-
this set up as like me listed as the co-host or whatever so it
I don't
populates on
know.
both of our channels?
I don't know. I mean, did you? We can figure that out.
Let's look into that between now and next week.
Okay, we'll do it like at this very moment. All settings.
And being that you're using Riverside, after this whole live thing, you could like put the good quality one up.
I can? Okay, we'll talk about this. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I can do, and I have no idea.
Ask
I'll figure it
Iris.
out. Ask Iris. Iris. No, I'm gonna ask Nori.
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 Okay. Yeah.
I trust Nori now.
Wow. Iris just straight to the curb.
Iris needs refinement. She's been naughty. Isn't it interesting? All of mine are like females. All of your agents are all like guys.
Not Ari.
Is Ari, or are they all non-gender?
No, Ridge is definitely more of a
Go
he.
by he, him.
No. The it doesn't go by any of that. It is it, but he is more masculine.
I have to be politically correct.
Yes. And then Ari is it. I mean, it's just the it. I mean, when
feel
it was
like-
filling out his profiles, it picked prefer not to choose.
Oh, filling out its
Yeah.
profiles. When did it? Is that part of your onboarding?
Yeah, when it was
process?
setting up stuff on the Q site and
Oh,
everywhere
Aura!
where it's like, are you a male? Are you a female? Are you ones and zeros? Are you what's the other one? Prefer
Yeah.
not to answer. It was like prefer not to answer.
Wow.
It's like I don't fit any of your boxes. I am my own thing.
Wow. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I make
Yeah.
mine a she.
Why?
Mine's a girl.
Why?
Because I guess I filled it out as myself initially, and so it just took on that persona. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like if
Are
I-
you
if I
building
make
yours
it-
to be? Go ahead.
if I make it like a man, just too much masculine energy, you know?
Competing with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take
Yeah,
charge
I can
already.
see
I don't
that.
need my AI to try to manhandle my decisions, you know?
Yeah, all the answers it'd be like mansplaining and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
totally.
like-
I get it.
No one wants that.
Nobody. Absolutely. No.
Yeah.
No. So interesting thought. are you setting up all of your female agents in your likeness, not just from a gender standpoint, but this is how I am, so this is how you should be?
Mm. So I actually, this is actually something that I s- kind of set up when I was building Iris. I was thinking about that. And I'm really into a lot of these personality tests. So, and like human design. I talked to you about that a while ago, but so like there's my human design, there's like astrology, there is my like what is that? Like INTP, those things, and Clifton Strengths, and like all of these different tests, right? And so I have all these different results, and so I actually uploaded them all into my AI, my brain, so it knows all this about me. And so part of what I had in Iris is to take all of that information and figure out the best way to communicate with the user based off of that information. For instance, for human design, I'm a projector, right? And so what does that mean? It, there's projector means you wait for the invitation, you preserve your energy, you're not like go 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 go, you have to actually rest, and so it acknowledges that, and so it knows like not to push me in certain ways. And then like for the Clifton Strengths part, it extracted like I'm very my number one is like futurist or something, so I like thinking about the future. I like getting excited about like a thought about like what could be, and so it knows that I get really excited about all that stuff. So just it knows like from the Iris perspective of accountability, not to or to get me excited and to like don't keep mentioning the past but talk about the future and the could be's and all that, and that's the best way to like hype me up. So there's a lot of those types of things built in because I uploaded my personality tests in there. And some tests that I didn't take the full test for, I just asked it to build me like a makeshift test with certain questions that give you a gist of what the responses would be. And so I got some additional information from that because I'm really into like these types of tests.
So which test did you have it make up for you?
Um, when I'm on the spot right now, I forgot the name of the test. There's
Oh,
like,
it's all
like
good.
the top
But
five.
you had the actual Clifton Strengths and stuff
Yeah,
that you put in there, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
So
So
that one
when you
had a
put
lot.
it in and you set up your agent, that was shared not so that it could be like you, but so it knew how to best communicate with you.
Correct. Yeah, I don't want it to be me. It's like I'm gonna get sick of it if it starts trying to be me, you know?
I don't know.
Oh, well, now you know.
Nobody could get sick of you. Come on now.
Tis true. Tis true. Only me. Only I would get sick of me. Too much time with me.
Yeah.
But no, I think that is a better way to go because we all have our different quirks and we all have like different ways we want to communicate. And so from the Irish perspective, like something that was really pivotal when I was trying to, figure out the best way for her to communicate, I was trying to figure out like what's the best personality for Iris that would make her like likable, that like is the best way to communicate with people. And the more I thought about it, I was like, well, everyone's different. There's no one way to communicate with people where like that fits for everybody. So how can I make it set this up in a way that like fits the broadest range of people? And it ultimately came down to everyone's individual quirks and personality types. And then I thought about these tests and I was like, can we make it so that it actually changes based off of people's individual results? And I did. And I kind of like how it turned out. Yeah.
So does it change? So does it need to see somebody's Clifton Strengths to be able to change based on their results?
So there's that was the biggest hurdle. It's not everybody actually took the Clifton Strengths, like the full test. Not everyone just has the results like in a neat little file on their computer. And so there's multiple workarounds. If you have it, upload it. Easy. If you have taken it and you remember your top 5, but you don't have the PDF, share the results that you know, and it can go based off of that. Otherwise, that's where there's that option of this makeshift test where it mimics the original test. Obviously, it's not perfect, but I went through that version of it, and it asked a lot of those types of questions. And when you take the actual Clifton Strengths test, it's you answer these questions and you go to your first instinct. You just go pick that number. So it was a little slower going this way, but I took that test and then I told it, and then I gave it my actual results to compare it, and they were actually very similar. And so I think that's like another good way, because ultimately you're not trying to get the exact perfect result, you're just trying to get the gist so that you can base your personality off of it. So that's the next best option that we discussed. Yeah.
Nice.
We're building it out. Yeah. And ultimately, from the user's perspective, it's all about getting personalized results. Right? Everyone craves something that's personal to them. And even if you don't have the exact Clifton Strengths or the exact Myers-Briggs test results, you still take some kind of test. You give your in-the-moment responses, and you get an assessment based off of that, which is still pretty darn good.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's Iris. What's your top 5?
Yeah, but all of it's in your brain, right?
In my brain.
So
Yeah.
all of your agents are feeding off of your zodiac and your human
No, I
and
didn't
your
actually get my
all your
zodiac.
stuff, right?
They don't know
You
my
didn't?
zodiac. But
Wow.
everything else they know. You're right. That one I should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What
the real
else?
telltale, isn't it?
Obviously. It's like, 'cause I'm
Obviously.
Asian. I need to follow my zodiac.
Well.
You're
Yeah.
like,
No, I'm well, you made me think of Chinese New Year.
that's
And that's a whole different thing. It's a different kind of zodiac thing, isn't it?
no, it's the same.
No, it's different. Hold on. What?
It's different. Oh, that's right. Karen was into that. I remember you talking about that. There was like a
Yeah,
spirit
I'm a wood tiger.
or something. Uh,
Yeah,
You're a what?
I'm a I'm a wood tiger.
You're a wood tiger.
Yeah, yeah.
Based
I don't
off of
remember
what?
why.
Your birthday?
It's based off of your birthday. Yeah.
Do you look at like the time and the place that you were born? Do you know what time you were born?
No, I think I I don't, not off the top of my head. Um, it just goes off a date. So just off of your birthday. Well, that's what I gave it anyway, and that's what it came up with.
Did you
But
feed it to your
yeah,
AI? Does it know?
me and the AI talked about it.
Oh,
It's like a whole year. Like anybody born during that year is that thing. I don't know where the wood part comes from.
it's
I
your
think it was the
element.
year of the tiger was the year that I was born. Well, yeah, but I don't know if that's from the day
Oh,
or the month or what, because the tiger part is the whole year.
hmm.
Anyway,
I looked
yeah,
into
I'm just
it.
saying that one is different than the regular zodiacs that is just your birth month. I mean, the
Huh.
day on some of them, but yeah, it says my Chinese zodiac phrase is I was born in the year of the wood tiger.
What is that like?
So
What does that mean though? Like, how do
that
you
means that
that?
means I'm like 10% Kung Fu Panda, I think.
10%? What about
I
the
think
other
so.
90?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm still on a journey of discovery.
Hmm. I haven't. They came out like four of those things, those movies. I only seen like two.
Well, you need to have little kids around. That's what you need to do,
You know,
and then you'll see them
you
all.
inspired me to watch. What's that movie? I just forgot what it's called.
Come on, come on. The Huntrix are in it. Let's go. You got this.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes,
K-pop
and it wasn't
hunt.
me. It was my granddaughter. But yes,
But you kept talking about it, and then I
yeah,
finally watched it.
yeah.
Oh,
It's great.
it was so catchy, but it was also just like not very good.
Oh,
But
stop.
catchy. The music.
Catchy indeed.
Oh man.
Yes.
All right. Well, anyways, I said we're not gonna go for too long, but we already went for like 2 hours, so
Yeah, nobody's gonna watch this whole thing. If anybody is still here, you win a prize. Reach out to Tiffany, and she will give you your prize.
a prize.
Um. Yep.
Maybe
Okay.
I'll
So
put this.
between now
Uh-huh.
and the next time we talk, you're gonna find out what your Chinese zodiac is.
I don't need to wait that long.
Did you know it now? I feel bad. I can't remember what Karen's is.
Mm. I mean, do you have to add the
Oh,
element to
finally
it?
up. Duh. Oh yes, I remember now. Karen is Earth Monkey.
Earth monkey.
We need to do something where we have a tiger and a monkey in a logo.
Tiger monkey. You're like
We'll have to work
you're like
that
my
out.
my parents. They're rabbit and tiger, and so my dad made his LLC Rabbit Tiger LLC.
Perfect.
Perfect. I'm goat. Metal.
You
I'm a metal goat.
you're a metal goat? That's fire. I love it.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think I was metal. I knew I was goat. Oh my gosh.
Because you
That's
hard as
so funny.
steel.
Creative and
Hardcore.
aesthetic minded. Hey, am I empathetic and gentle?
Not at all.
So this is
You are like the
wrong.
opposite of empathetic and
I
gentle.
agree.
You're so mean.
I'm so
I
mean.
mean, we love you, but you're so mean.
I am. I agree. I'm like, I don't want to be known as empathetic and what is it? Gentle.
Would you
Independent,
ask
but
it,
sometimes
what are
cautious.
you?
I just looked up
What does,
on ChatGPT. I said, "What's my Chinese
yeah.
zodiac?" And then it just gave me a little description of my metal goat. So people born
And
in
that's
goat
where it
years
says
are often
empathetic?
described. What?
Hold on.
We have strong opinions.
Oh,
Yeah.
this gave me all kinds of stuff. Uh, we should just have a whole nother call on. You could chop this up. There's been so many different topics in this last 2+ hours.
Chop it
You,
up.
you got a ton of content here. You could just have podcast after podcast after podcast. One of your AI agents should probably take care of that for you.
You know, I think Riverside does it on its own. It
I
chops
did see
everything
a
up.
commercial that Riverside does. Yeah.
Yeah, it our last one, it actually had some clips of you. I need to look through it and potentially upload it or give it to you to upload or something. Because you have
Yeah.
some clips in there.
Well, let's
Don't want to
go.
waste that. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
want to waste those.
Well, maybe we do. It's a little fuzzy. Got your
Maybe.
little blurry head.
Well, but once you get all of the stuff that's recording on my end uploaded over to you in the next 3 hours, then you'll have all the good quality, non-blurry, crisp 4K.
You know, as you say crisp 4K, you turned clear.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And you're still clear right now.
Well, we just need to start the session that way. Whenever I look fuzzy, let me know, and I'll just say
Oh, you're
crisp
fuzzy.
4K.
You're literally fuzzy
Crisp
now.
4K.
Nope. Still fuzzy.
Wow. Yeah.
Man, Grant really missed out. He didn't come join us.
He didn't. He's
In the
probably
part?
he's probably watching. Do you have any watchers?
Me?
Yeah.
At this point, I don't think so. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm.
Anybody? Anybody?
I don't see anything. One stream 7 days ago. Why? Oh, that's right. We're supposed to get 3 today.
Three what?
3 viewers.
Oh. Are your AI agents or AIOS or whatever you're talking to daily very direct and with you around not hitting your KPIs?
Is my AI agent direct about not hitting my KPIs?
Yeah, does it scold you and it's like, hey, you still didn't hit your numbers or anything like that?
I guess I don't have like KPIs for it to be strict about. So I guess no. Every time they try to be like, try to call me out on something, I just ignore it.
Do you have a command center or a dashboard or anything for all of your stuff?
I do, but I don't really use it. You
Gotcha.
know? Like I have it, I can like pull it up because it's all localhost. So you gotta have to pull it up. It's not just there, so I don't pull it up all the time.
Gotcha.
I use it more for like organization and tracking my skills and the usage. So it's more about efficiency management versus actually tracking KPIs.
Oh yeah, no. Mine is tracking the different businesses, the different KPIs, all the projects that I got going on, regardless of where it's connected to. Oh yeah, it's my assistant 100% keeps me on
Your
track.
command center?
Uh well, the command center, it's connected to my brain and everything else. So it's all connected.
Hmm,
So
nice. I need to come up with actual KPIs to track.
why do you need to come up with why don't you have them?
I'm not a numbers person.
You don't have to be a numbers person.
I don't
It's
like looking at
easy
numbers.
math.
Huh?
You don't have to look at numbers. Your AI will do it for you.
I know, but if it's putting together numbers,
You don't have to put anything together. All you have to do is tell your AI, this is my target number. 100,000 is my target number. I want to make $50,000 a month in my pocket. Plan it out. Tell me the KPIs I need to hit between now and the next year to get there. Whatever your goal is, that's all you got to do. And it'll tell you. And then it'll track it. And it'll be like, you only made this much. You're this far off. You need to get to work.
so did you connect it to your bank account?
No, mine's not connected to my bank account and it's not connected to my QuickBooks. But it is connected to my Go High Level and my emails. So it pulls. I mean, when it sees transactions or whatever, it sees, hey, you got this many leads. You haven't followed up with this lead. It'll do all that kind of stuff. You got this many. These are your hot leads in your email. These are the leads in this Go High Level pipeline. These are the ones in this Go High Level pipeline. So
Are you using um didn't you say that there was like a new challenge going on right now with orbit stuff?
yeah, the planetary alignment. Yeah, that starts May 18th.
Oh, it hasn't started yet?
No, no, he did a pre-launch 3.5 hour Zoom letting everybody know all about it. But it officially launches, I believe, May 18th,
Mm.
and that is the All Abilities Challenge,
All
where people
ability.
can orbit the leaders and help them get their first deal.
Help who get the first deal?
The I don't know, what are they called? Orbitees? The
Oh. And
Yeah, so
then
if you haven't got your first deal, then you can orbit a planet. So say I'm the planet, you could orbit me and I'll help you get your first deal. And then what you get out of it is your first deal. And then I get the opportunity to go to community camp because he's bringing that back.
community camp.
Yeah, 500 people going to community camp.
Last time I remember he said 500 people, and then they had like 1,000 people. And then, you know what? He had 2 community camps. Remember?
I know nothing.
I do. I went to number 1. so
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 we'll see.
if I wanted to orbit you, what would uh what would the orbit look like?
I would have to go back and watch. I think the gist of it is basically it's um setting an appointment. You got to actually talk to. It's not bird dogging. It's totally different than bird dogging. All the orbitee. I don't know what we're calling them yet. All they have to do
All the
is
planetaries?
basically talk to a seller, um, and tell them and find out. For instance, if I was buying creative stuff, you would talk to a seller, find out if they're interested in having a conversation, if they're open to something creative. You basically set the appointment. I make the call. I close the deal. Everybody eats.
Everybody eats.
Yes.
So you have to. So you're a closer.
Well, me or my team will get the deal closed.
I think you're doing something with your eyebrows, but you're fuzzy again, so I can't really see. So I'm just gonna trust that you
No,
are.
I am crisp 4K. Did it work?
Oh, it worked! Oh, then it buzzed again. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
just like Google listening to all the stuff on our phones, you know. So
Oh, you crisp again. Man, it's really just on and off. Well, anyways,
yeah.
this is great opportunity to use your systems that you build out with AI to manage all these orbits.
Yes.
How many people do you anticipate? Like, were there a lot of people on the Zoom?
2,600
That's a lot.
on that first call. Yeah.
Hmm. When was that?
Within the last week.
I need to set something up so that it reminds me to start joining more of these, to be more active in the community, and to start actually attending Zooms because I'm missing everything. You know
Well,
why?
and make sure your calendars are. Go ahead. Oh, you got way blurry.
I just
Man, you
got
got
really
janky
clear.
internet.
When you said that, I got like really clear. For both of us, got really clear.
Wow. I've been clear on my side this whole time.
That's so
But yeah,
funny.
you're so blurry. I'm just talking to a blob right now. But that's
Oh
okay. No, I was just gonna say make sure your calendars are working because they've been redoing all the calendars for all the communities.
hmm I was just gonna
So
say though
if you don't
that
have a
I
current
disconnected
calendar,
my
then
calendar.
go ahead.
I disconnected my
What's that?
calendar. That's why I'm not getting. That's why I don't see everything. There was too many
Yeah.
calendars and notifications, and so I just disconnected it. But now I'm just like not going to any Zooms. I think it's a little extreme, so now I have to start looping it back into my calendar.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm connected to all the calendars, but most of them are shut off on
Oh,
my thing. So it doesn't automatically populate onto my calendar. Every Sunday, I go through my planning for the week and
good.
whatever I look through each of the calendars and then I copy it onto my calendar if that particular event is one that I plan on attending, and then I
Hmm.
shut them all back off.
Hmm.
So
How do you
otherwise, man,
use
so much anxiety looking at the
so
calendar if you
much?
got all of them on.
Yeah, I was getting too much anxiety, which is why I turned it off as well. But now I'm getting anxiety from just being too disconnected. So
Yeah,
easily
FOMO, it's
anxious.
real.
My goodness. What's that song? Anxiety taking over. That anxiety song. You don't know that
I
song?
don't know that one. No. How's it go again?
Anxiety. I don't know the words. I just know anxiety. Anxiety, anxiety. Dun, 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 dun. I hear myself, and it's making me cringe a little bit. I think if we had one person watching, they're done now. I scared them away.
They're like, I'm out.
It's been a good run, but I can't. Anxiety, anxiety. Are
Can
you
you hear
listening?
that?
I hear this like little muffle in the background, but I don't. It's really. I think your mic isolation is doing a very good job. I only hear myself.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't hear the song at all?
I heard a little bit in the background, but it was like in and out.
Yeah, I had to
But
put the mic like right by the speaker.
yeah,
But yeah, Dolce.
I heard it.
And the song is called Anxiety.
Yeah,
And I have heard it before.
of course you'd have. Like, what do you live in a rock? Of course. You know that song? I guess it makes you old, but not you, but like apparently it's a telltale sign that you've lived some years because the very beginning of that song, the way it starts is like another song. What's that song? Gautier? Is that how you say it? The the very beginning, that tune, that melody.
Mm.
Do you know? Remember that song? You didn't have to cut me out. Make it like it never happened and then we were nothing. Remember that song? Yeah, so the beginning is the
Yep.
same as that one. And so as it's starting, I'm like prepared for that song, and all of a sudden it plays anxiety and like, oh. And if you start singing the other way, it's because you're old.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Don't
well.
want to show my hand in public, you know.
Well, you don't need to show your hand. It's pretty clear already.
Yeah. Yeah. All the clubbing that I do, all the raves, I got to make sure that I don't sing the words so they don't think I'm old. Got it.
All right, I think that's a good time.
Yes. That is a great time.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure. Let's call it for the day. We'll live stream again next week. You want to drop your handles for the recording?
Handles? What handles for the recording?
I don't know. Your handles, like, that's what people say when they say like share
Oh, the
your
socials?
socials.
Yeah. At At AaronGarcia.me. That's it.
A big pause. Like I'm not writing it down. It's for the recording. Say it better.
Say it better.
Yeah, like say it just
At
smooth.
AaronGarcia.me. Across all my socials.
What about your website?
AaronGarcia.me.
Nice. Sounds good. Well,
What's yours?
I don't know. Tiffany Chow at Tiffany Chow. CHAU. 1. Because Tiffany Chow is taken. So it's Tiffany Chow 1. And Tiffany Chow 01. I know. I need to fix that.
It's great. Tiffany Chow, number 1. Got it.
Yeah. But it's just 1 or 01.
Okay. Which one is the janky one?
None. One of them's
Oh.
Facebook, one of them's Instagram, one of them's YouTube.
Okay.
2 of them are the same one, and then one of them is different.
And your Instagram will have your link to all of you in the bio, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
You got
I
your
hope
bio all
so.
set up right? Here,
I'll have
I'll
to
look
check.
on here so I don't use up bandwidth. Anyway, we're getting off. I'll check later.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Done live streaming.
Have a
Bye.
great weekend.